Hi, everyone. Welcome back into Prime Time. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly, and do I have a show for you? I have to ask you, have you ever been stuck? Have you ever felt like you just can't seem to move forward? Well, you know, with the things going on in the world today, it's any wonder that anyone can get stuck, including yours truly. So I have a special guest today. Her name is Sandy Parker, and we're talking about creative activation. What could that mean to you? Think about that for a brief moment. Because I think when we get more creative, we can jump right into who we are, and so many wonderful things can happen. And I'm going to share my own story with you here today on Prime Time, because I know it's something that we all need, and I'm still growing and learning, and hopefully be that polished diamond that I know that is just right there. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Sandy Parker. Sandy is from Creative Activation Institute. Say that 12 times all at once. Hey, Dollface.
Hey, girl, how are you?
I am so beside myself. I have been wanting to tell the world about you and what you did for me to the point of almost tears, right? You know, I have to tell everybody that I met you just in the last, 6 weeks, something like that. And we connected right from the start. And I just want everybody to know that you have like several decades of marketing experience, right? Mm-hmm. And the one thing that I love about you is your passion to really help people shine. And that's what we all need, is to get out of our own way, and that's what you do best. And in your marketing endeavors with people, what I love about the way you do things is you go, step one, do this, step two, do that, and you keep going on, and that's what I was able to do. So I want everybody to know, you being a marketing whiz, you're an author, you've done so many things, you've even written film scripts and all kinds of different wonderful things, but the best thing you do is what you do for us. So, welcome into Prime Time.
Thank you so much. And you know what? What's really interesting about what you said is I did 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
And actually, I did 1, 2, 3 with you because you needed 1, 2, 3. So what I actually do is really look at the person, see the person. Who are they for me, and what do they need to have activated so they can be their most creative, alive self? And it's beautiful. I got to say, I was just listening to my favorite song, Girl, Put Your Records On, Let Your Hair Down. Because it just reminds me that it's so easy to be resigned about something.
Right.
And I know all of us have an area in life where we're not our full potential. I met you in that moment and I said, girl, you are a Hollywood star. And let's get you to your ultimate potential. And you know what happened? You went, yeah, let's do that. And that whole, your dreaming and your energy and your desire to be who you are really just evolved and became out loud. So I got to be sort of the birth mother.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect. You were.
Yeah.
You're the birth mother. Absolutely.
For your creativity.
Let me tell you something. I've been on this planet 73 plus years, although I feel 37. You know, I always say that.
I know, yeah, you look 37.
Oh, thank you. Well, we have reasons for that, right? We both do. But the thing is that having been in television for close to 30 years, do you think I could make a video on my iPad or my iPhone at home? I could have, but I didn't know how. And so I built up the wall and the fear factor, and I would not get out of my way. And you know the acronym for fear, false evidence appearing real. You just took that word and just tossed it out into the dirt and showed me your step 1, step 2, step 3. And I am so indebted to you for that, because it was something that that I've been wanting to do for a long time because I have a lot to share, to give back to people. Also, like you, to help them see their potential, to help them live a life that is vitally alive. With all that's going on in the world, we don't have to sit and watch the news. Those of us growth seekers want to move forward, and I believe that marketing is one of the things that we just either don't know how to do, it doesn't come natural. So when you partner up with someone like yourself, Sandy, it was like instant. And remember when I said to you, we're going to become best friends? A long time. So tell us more about what you do, and then we're going to also show everybody what I did do through you as a result of my beautiful mini website and my landing page, something I have, I think I manifested that. I think I saw you coming into my life, but I didn't know who you were, but I just knew it was there.
Well, so about what I do, you know, you were stopped by something that wasn't real. You know, you said, I was stopped, but what you were stopped by is your opinion of how it was going to be. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So when I stepped up and said, okay, first of all, we are going to do it. Second of all, it's not real. Third of all, it's easy. And fourth, you will not fail. And when you got the confidence about you will not fail, you sort of just said, well, okay, then let's get going. That's the difference. In fact, I had that happen to me yesterday. I had two people step up and say, we're committed to you winning. When that happens, something in you doesn't feel alone, doesn't feel confused, has the confidence, and then you just get busy doing the thing instead of thinking about the thing. Right,
exactly. Overthinking is one challenge that I definitely threw out the window as a result. And at some point, I would like to show everybody this landing page that I did not ask you to do. You just went to work. It's short. It's to the point. I mean, it's amazing. If you go on Google and go to Ageless Living Now, you're going to be able to, you can watch the video later, the one that I did thanks to our friend here, Sandy. And then if you go down, you can actually join our community, and you'll be on my list of great subscribers so that I can get more information to you on Ageless Living and all. But Rob, if we can go back to that, I want to go to the upper right-hand corner to the reset, the 21-day reset, if we could, and then just click onto that. See in the upper right-hand corner there? If we click onto that, there's a second page here. This is how I'm getting this information out. And if you click on to join us, you'll be able to go on there and join this community that Sandy and I are going to be telling you about. And you'll be able to join.
Do you remember? I want to just remind you of what we said before I built that, because once I knew what you were after, it was like you said, I want to serve a community. I want them to age differently.
Yes. Absolutely.
I want them to know that I have their back on products, because I'm, you know how to do that through your experience.
Yes.
And once they join us, I'm going to provide products where they have Ageless Living Now. First of all, is your cute picture, because you're adorable.
I love you for that.
A video of you saying that's what I'm up to, and then please join my community.
That's it. Simple. Simple.
So simple, so straightforward. Once you had that concept, I said, okay, we'll do that. Now, what's the first thing we're going to do together? And we decided we would do a 21-day reset.
Exactly. In fact, that was actually conceived when we were doing we had a Zoom call on our Friday Zoom call. And as you know, I love Mark McDonald, who has joined us to show us all the eating menus and the food content, the fat count, the protein, and all of that. Gets us exercising, and we just have so much in this community. But what I love about this is that it's all together in one spot, like you said. And I said, I'm ready to do that 21-day reset on March 1st. I was just saying I was going to do that. And everybody jumps on board. Oh, I want to do that too. I want to do that. So we now have the communities, thanks to you for setting it up. And when you click on that second page where it says join us, you'll be able to join us as our community. Now, yes, we have these products. Many of you that have actually seen our show from a year ago, we had Mary Louise Zeller, 9-time world martial arts champion, and she actually brought us these products, and my husband and I have been on these for a little over 2 years. So on the other side of that page, you can click onto the products. You can go right to the web page where you can shop till your heart's content. But today we're bringing it all together as a community, and I can't thank you enough for being, I didn't think about doing that, the way you've pulled this together. And so,
let me point out what Mark did.
Yes.
It's the same thing. He said, it's not as hard as it appears to be.
Right.
It's your opinion of how hard you think it's going to be.
Yeah.
And he's with us all the way, like I'm with my clients all the way. 1, 2, 3, and you will not be stopped. So he has our back, and we have our community to do it together, which for me, I don't want to do anything by myself anymore. Do you?
Well, I can, but it's more fun doing it with the community. And that's what I love about it. And even if our members come on board and they're doing their own product, they're happy with it, and that maybe they have their own system, but I can guarantee anyone that joins our community that they're going to be learning still, even some things that they've never seen or heard of before. After all, we're all getting back out in the limelight. We're getting out in the public these days. We're still doing Zoom, which is wonderful. But to be able to educate people on what's actually going on behind the scenes in the lives of others, we're no different than any viewer out there today, right? We've had challenges, right?
In fact, let me just point your attention to one thing that's so easy to overlook. You know, it's really easy to be adrift and like living out day after day without even really getting that you're stopped, right? So I want to go back just a little bit. Do you remember what it feels like when you know your potential is so much more than it is right? It's being actualized right now. What does that feel like?
Well, that's a story. Especially if you were told that you weren't good enough ever since you were a child. That always stuck with you, and it keeps that little voice there. But once you break through, and that is a breakthrough, it is a major breakthrough to know what you've got inside, and you can't bust out and share it. And now we can.
When you can't bust out, it's so painful.
It is painful.
You feel trapped. You feel like, what am I not doing? It should be right there, but it's not.
I know.
Then you wake up in the morning and go, man, I'm such a loser today because today's the same. I mean, our self-talk and how we stay stuck, we don't recognize.
Self-talk is one of the biggest keys to failure. Self-talk.
But if you have a person join you that starts talking a different message.
Exactly. You got it.
I go, yes. You're a Hollywood star. You're a doll. You're beautiful. Your potential is amazing. You started going, yeah, it is.
I don't know if I went that far, but I kind of liked what I heard.
I know you did, because you know what? I actually see you. I actually hear you. We're not playing make-believe. This is like, you're really that way. And I'm really this way, right? And together we can actually sort of join life instead of resisting it.
That's an excellent way to put that.
We can jump in together.
Yes.
Easier than we can by ourselves. So.
Exactly. So this 21-day reset, we're inviting people to join us. And, when you stop to think about what ageless living is all about and getting out of your own way, and it has to start somewhere. Starting with our body, that's what we're going to be doing, and taking products. If we want to take products, we have a system that we can offer everyone. I have them actually sitting here, and I'm excited about that. Now, you have taken these products in the past, right?
I had, but I got a question for you.
Yeah?
Are you the least bit nervous?
About what?
About it working?
About what working?
21-day reset.
No, because I know my self-discipline. I'm not,
Okay, well,
I'm not nervous about it.
Okay, so here you can be the activator for me.
Okay, I will.
Because if I'm really, really honest, I know how it usually goes for me. I do really good at it the first few days, pretty good the second week, and by the third week I'm like, I don't know. So what is that? I don't know. Like, it's past failures that are coming back to haunt me. Like, well, you didn't do it the last time. And, you're 65 years old. Don't you think if you knew how to do it, you'd have it figured out?
Listen to your self-talk. Okay, number one, the past doesn't equal the future.
But here's the thing. We're all human.
We are, and we go back to that, right? We go back
And we
to
need
that.
each other.
That's why I love this community idea. And, a lot of people figure, if you're going to be joining something or community, you're beholden to that business or that company or whatever. And nobody is with this. And what our goal is to get other people that can share their knowledge of helping to activate you or me. I mean, I know a lot, but there's more that I don't know. And I'm always looking, and I've learned so much from you and from Mary Louise and from Mark McDonald and from the products that we've taken. I mean, and I'm still learning, and I love it. I love learning.
And it's not an all or nothing. I was watching him last night because we're starting tomorrow.
Yep.
But you can join us any day, but I'm starting tomorrow. And he was like, don't take on the whole world.
Right.
Like, what's one thing you can do? What's one product you can take? What's new food you can try? Mm-hmm. What's new exercise you can try? And it just seems so not only doable, but like, I don't want to say gentle, but reasonable.
Yes. Those are good.
Like, you don't have to become a bodybuilder tomorrow. Just start with a good product and then add to it.
Yeah. See,
Now, you've done the 21 days, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Tell me about it. I'm kind of nervous. Tell me.
You're so funny and adorable. So what I feel is the most important to get started with 21 days, whether you join our community or not, is preparation. Be prepared. Know what your food menu is. Have it all set, like my refrigerator, but then it's always with the organic foods and has been for a number of years. So I think I probably had a jump start when we started this 21-day reset with Nitro Nation and Nitro Influencers. But I really believe that when you get started that way, it helps springboard you into being more disciplined through every day. Know what snacks you have, what is going to help keep your blood sugar up. And that, to me, the knowledge is key for anything to be successful, and put away past thoughts on past failures, because it really doesn't equal the future. If you don't have a plan, you know what the rest of the story is. You plan to fail, and you don't want to do that. So plan. And I know you've been talking about getting prepared for this, as we all should and can. And we're going to give you the directions, and join the community, because we have the guides for it. We have all the menus for you. We have your carbs, how much to eat, how much not to eat, and set your goals for you. If you want to do a before and after, you're more than welcome to. But this is so much more laid back than anything that I've ever seen out there. And I'm not necessarily in competition with anybody. I'm my own competition. I'm in competition with myself, how I can be a better person every day, how I can keep myself in decent shape, right? You're right. I'm not going to go out and be a bodybuilder, but I want to be the best I can be and feel alive, truly alive, especially after the last couple of years. And you find your way to push through that, and now people are looking to blossom. Spring has sprung. We're ready to go. We're ready to go all in, step in the river. The water's fine. And I love what you say about keeping it simple. We're keeping it really, really simple. And that's what we're going to do for the 21 days. Each day you're going to do something, and I highly recommend making a record of it. I know a long, long time ago I did record keeping for losing weight. And I didn't have that much to lose, but it was enough that was making me uncomfortable. And
this weekend I was on a retreat, and I learned something about myself, which I love that.
Yeah.
And so I actually put my goals on a board, like what's in order of what. And I noticed that weight loss was sort of in the bottom in terms of being fun and playful.
Oh, really?
So it's a list, it's a discipline, it's a that. And I thought, okay, I'm creative activation. How can I activate the creativity around it? Mm-hmm. So I might be doing recipes where we might say, okay, tomorrow let's do this same recipe together. Right? Yes. Or how can I bring creativity to it so that it's not dull or heavy, but light and fun and community and progress. Now, who doesn't want to be a part of that?
I'm telling you, that's the way to do it.
So I'm going to need your help to be creative with my food, and the community is there to help too. I mean, I just posted a picture of these beautiful pancakes with bananas on them.
Yum.
They're made with egg whites.
I saw that one. It was amazing. And unless it takes a lot of research to do that. And I think that's what might, confuse and detour people, because they have to do the work in order to that. But nobody's going to need that because we have it all in the planning guides. And what's really great is this year they're doing plant-based proteins, the plant-based protein shakes. I don't have any here, but we also have the Fit 20, and that is a great protein shake. And then I'm going to talk about the other ones in a minute. But we've got to have the right amount of protein and the right amount of protein that you can assimilate, that is going to get into the system and give you what the supplementation is that we need, because the food isn't all going to give that to you. And my husband and I have found that over the last 26 plus years in really implementing a good, solid system that helps to build our immune system and to help keep our antioxidants up. And I'll tell you, with this system that we have, and many of you have actually watched our shows before, Mary Louise has come on numerous times talking about it, but this year it's different. This year, it's really different, and we'll have Mary Louise, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll get Mark to come on, but we're going to show his video before we close the show.
Well, let's do this. I'd like because I noticed sunrise, but one thing I know is that I don't eat enough food to get the nutrition. So we have the plan, the products, and the community. So tell us about the products, because they make a difference.
I'm glad that you asked, because this is so simple. It's all about as simple as 1, 2, 3, right? These are my hero products: the sunrise, the sunset, and then the extreme, the nitro extreme, which is in all of these products. It helps to really build those building blocks to health. In this little packet right here, this is Zip and Sip. This is what I take first thing in the morning, and this gives me 22 natural powerhouse ingredients, including the wild Alaskan blueberries. Look up wild Alaskan blueberries. You will have the best of the best when it comes to the blueberry content in this. And this is where you'll get your antioxidants. And if you don't eat a lot of fruit and vegetables and all of that, this is excellent to get started in the day. But I love this because it is 1, 2, 3. Sunrise when you get up. Sunset, it brings you your omegas, and that helps with the cardiovascular system and more. And when you go on to our link to actually read about these products, you're going to see each product has a feature and benefit. And when I've done research, especially after Retiring from the Home Shopping Network for 15 years, I know how to select a product like that because I know to look into the integrity of the company, which is Kyani. They've been around for many, many years. They give back to the communities around the world as well, so they're awesome at that. But they do their research, and so when you can have something you take in the morning, you take at night, but then throughout the day, how many people are sluggish? How many people just don't have their get up and go because their get up and go got up and went? Are you one of them? There you go.
Yeah, and it's easy to not get enough nitric oxide because we're getting older.
That's right. And I heard that we start losing nitric oxide like what, in our 20s or something? Or is it even before that?
I don't know, but we need it.
Oh, we do need it. And what's nice about this is the pomegranate. Have you ever taken supplements where you just can't get past the taste? Well, this tastes yummy. It's awesome. This is my own personal bottle. You see this big gold heart on that? That's so my husband does not take this. He knows that if there's a gold heart on it, it's mine and all mine. We have at least 6 bottles of these around our villa, so there's always some available. But it actually comes with a dropper. And you simply just, under your tongue.
And you know, Mark McDonald was saying that he has 2 daughters with long hair, and there's always like hair in the bathtub. He just puts some Drano there and gets the water flowing. And he said that's what nitro is like. It just gets your blood vessels moving, your blood circulating, and carrying the nutrients and the oxygen to all your body. So that helped me understand it a little bit.
Oxygen is so important to get, and you know, the more oxygen you get to the cells, our body is a beautiful masterpiece. We have the ability within us. We were born with those God-given rights or talents or capabilities to heal ourselves. But we need to feed it what it needs in order to do that. And of course, we're not here to make any claims, diagnose or treat any disease or anything like that. So you know me, I just want to get that out up front. But what we are here is to make that offer to you. And if you're interested, that's really awesome. But I would like to go to Mark's video on that second page, if we could, whenever you're ready, Rob, and everybody can take a look at Mark, because he's going to give you the features and benefits in this video. And if I were you, once you join, watch that video over and over. Then you can click on the right and you can order, or you can call me. And I know Sandy's got a lot of people watching today. Call Sandy. But get in on this 21-day reset. So whenever you're ready, Rob, we can go to that. Hello.
Meet Mark McDonald, the founder of Venice Nutrition and the International Board of Nutrition and Fitness Coaching. He is the author of 2 New York Times best-selling books and a featured health expert for CNN, HLN, Dr. Oz, Access Hollywood, The Today Show, Good Morning America, Fox News, The 700 Club, and The Chelsea Show. As Kyani's newest scientific advisory board member, Mark is also the co-creator of the Nitro Nutrition Program, a global wellness movement that is bringing hope to people looking to reach their health and nutrition goals. Now, let Mark show you how you can experience the Nitro effect and take your health to the next level.
Hi, Mark McDonald here, co-creator of Nitro Nutrition. Are you ready to experience the Nitro effect? The Nitro Nutrition Program is here, a simple system delivering lasting results and lifelong change. Nitro Nutrition is the plan, the products, and the community that will help you experience the Nitro effect, which enables a healthy inflammatory response, promotes circulation, naturally balances blood sugar, optimizes digestion, and supports collagen resilience in your body. And best of all, it's a simple 2-step plan that resets your body and accelerates your results, all supported by cutting-edge nature-based products to fill your nutritional gaps. And on top of that, we have a global community that's with you every step of the way to answer questions, provide inspiration, and keep you moving toward your goals. If you're ready to experience the Nitro effect and unlock your body's full potential, simply connect with the person who shared this video with you. Next level of health, here you come.
Thanks, Rob, for showing that Nitro Nutrition is a movement. It's as simple as that. Do you agree? It's a movement. It's a global movement.
Well, you know what I hear people saying is The plan is very simple. Not a lot of waiting, measuring, grams, and like it's 1, 2, 3 on what to eat, 1, 2, 3 on the exercise, and then go to the community for whatever they need, for whatever you need. In fact, last night I saw a recipe for eggs. It's like egg muffins, and you eat them in the morning, and it's like super simple.
Super simple. See, that's the key. And because there's other people in the community, we can share with them, they can share with us, and it just cuts a lot of time out. After all, time is our most valuable commodity. And I think that we put the brakes on before we get started because, I got to do all this meal planning and everything. You're not going to have to do that. Or you're going to have to come up with your exercise program. You're not going to have to do that either. When things are simple, aren't you more motivated? I call it the KISS principle. Keep it simple, sweetheart. Keep it simple. People are going to be more motivated and inspired to do it. And I want to give a little tip on my own, what I've noticed being in my 70s. And as you know, well, you don't know because you're not at my age yet, but I noticed every time I added 10 years to my life, I had to work harder at the gym. I had to work harder at what I was putting in my mouth. And I noticed that if I have a protein shake in the morning, right around 9 or 10 o'clock, that will carry me through the snacky times. And that is the kiss of you-know-what. That's what gets you off track. And you figure, I'm just going to have one potato chip, my downfall. Or just 3 bites of pizza left over from last week or whatever. Don't do it. You won't need to. When you're putting at least this, I can speak for myself. When I put the right nutrients in my system, in my body says, yeah, that's great. So I'm not hungry. So then we have have an actual meal in the evening, and I have that proportioned out, and it works. It's not rocket science. That's why I'm so glad that you're saying that, Sandy. It's just not. It's not. Don't overthink it. It's easy to do.
The other thing that I do is not eat enough, so my metabolism doesn't get like stoked like a fire.
Right. Right.
And then the other thing I don't do, which is, true confessions, is I hardly move at all. In fact, I think in COVID, I sat in this chair for 2 straight years.
Oh, my goodness.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have free exercise classes together.
Yes, yes.
And Monday through Friday. But now Wednesday is Tai Chi Wednesday. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So we actually can see each other, exercise together, get some movement, and that will add a lot for me because I just don't get out and exercise like you used to.
Well, and I understand because we weren't either going to the gym. Everything was shut down. So my husband actually put together his own exercise program through his physical therapist. And that's how he's gained 23 pounds of muscle. And, I didn't mention about the collagen. Talk about the collagen. Ooh, the HL5. Let me tell you, this is quality collagen. And he's been taking collagen, for about a year and a half. And I noticed that his pecs are filling out again. I mean, he's almost 84, for heaven's sakes, and has had some health challenges. But do you think that stops him? Absolutely not. He's so my hero. And you know what? We can be heroes to everybody just by just reaching out to them and pulling them in a little bit closer. Give them the lifeline that maybe they're sitting there and they just don't know what to do. If you look at the statistics on what's happened in the last couple of years of mental health, depression, anxiety, all we have to do is get off our butts. Oh, I'd like to do that, but no, I can't because I got to do this. I'll be the first one to say that, right?
But you know what? I just started taking that HL5.
Did you?
Like about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and my hips and my knees are feeling so good. I was surprised. I guess I didn't really know. I think of collagen for your face, right? Because all of us want to be beautiful.
Right. We think, but we
and hair, which I don't have any hair, so I'm not worried about that. But as far as collagen, it actually helped my hips and my knees so much. I actually feel like exercising.
See, and that's the other thing. If you're uncomfortable, in fact, I'm going to double dose my collagen because I'm doing some corrective chiropractic care for some accidents that had happened in my life. So there's things that we can do, but again, we're not suggesting that we're telling you something that we're doing that will create a healing situation for you. We're not going to treat or diagnose anything like that because I guess it's just against the law, but what we can do is tell you what's working for us. Use your own body. Use your own body. It is the best thing that you are set up for healing yourself. Just get the knowledge, that's all. And we'll provide all that to you. We have so many different Zoom meetings, don't we, Sandy? So many different Zoom meetings, but you're not required to attend them. That's what I love about this community that really Sandy thought up of, and I can't thank you enough for doing that. 21-day reset. How do we do that, Sandy?
Well, you go to agelesslivingnow.com, and then in the top right corner, you click on the 21-day reset. Then you click on the button that says, I want to do it.
That's it.
And do it with us. You know, the one thing you said I love about the claims, but if you look here, it says, no matter what state you're in, do you want to lose weight? You want to get healthy? You want to add nutrition? Like when I do the sunset in the morning, the sunrise in the morning, I know that I just gave myself 24 superfoods, and I'm about to go eat a little bit of chicken and a little bit of broccoli, and I'm not getting near the nutrition that I need. So
No.
The bottom line is it helps you be educated about your own body.
Exactly. And, you want to share it with others as well when you start feeling good. My husband and I have been on these products all the way through the last couple of years, and knock on wood, we have not gotten sick at all. I can't tell you when the last time we had the flu. It's been a long time because we've always known to build a robust immune system. And when you can do that, it's like the germs just stay away. They don't want to come near those people that are taking good supplements for their bodies.
I was talking to a guy last night, and actually he's going to do the 21-day reset with us.
Great.
And when I was first having a conversation with him, he goes, I don't want to do that. He's got I got a high blood pressure. I got diabetes. I got bad surgery. I'm like, how? He goes, I can't afford it. I said, okay, how much are the medicines you're taking?
Good
Now,
question.
I'm not going to say you're going to take these products and not need the medicines. What I'm saying is, have you thought about how you would feel being responsible for knowing what your body needs? Mm-hmm. This is about you being empowered to take care of yourself. He's even going to exercise with us.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so funny.
See, you take people, you just never know what is going through their minds and through their hearts, and they think, I can't. So think about what you can do. Baby steps, just baby steps. My son, my youngest son has a Corvette, they sit way down low, right? And he had just gotten it months back, and he was telling Kelly and I, when we get out, to be real careful because it sits low, and because of our age, they're giving us a warning, and we both hopped right out of it, and they're going, whoa. So when you and that's the thing, Sandy, when we get older, I don't want to be a burden on my family. I can still get down on the floor with my grandson. I can climb a tree with my grandson. And not that I suggest everybody go climbing trees, but
don't go climb a tree. That's not a good idea.
Well,
I'm not climbing a tree.
Don't be impressed. It's those low trees with the branches way low here in Florida. Anyway, that's on my bucket list, really. So,
but when I asked that guy, I said, well, how does it feel to be that way? And he said, I think if I don't change something, I may not live longer than a year. Like he had this feeling of hopelessness, but he's not sharing it with anybody because
that's right.
A lot of us don't, I think you see these memes like on Facebook where it says, we never know how other people are feeling, no matter how they look.
That's right. That's right.
There are people out there that have lost hope about feeling that great again.
That's right. That's
about
right.
feeling that healthy again and having that kind of agility again. So it really comes all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah. Which
is someone has your back on you being the best version of you can be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we had one person tell us, he was in his mid-70s, what he loves about the product is it helps to slow the aging process. helps to slow it down. In other words, if you take the responsibility and you're committed and you see the results, that you are able to feel more vitally alive. And what can that do for you and your family? It gives them hope as well. And not to mention the fact that leading by example. Lead by example. My oldest son, he and his wife are getting into an exercise program, had his physical all set and everything. You know, my 8-year-old grandson just, he wants them all to be healthy and be around for hundreds of years. Yeah, so it's, think about our family, and I think people today are more nesting with their families and getting closer. A lot of families are living together, and, we want to be around for one another. So set the tone. Be an example. And
the other thing Kevin was saying was he took, I think it was sunset, and slept through the night for the first time in the longest. Do you know what it feels like to be sleepy all day?
Yes, I used to do the overnights.
Oh my gosh.
Many years ago, and I didn't have these products then. Well, I sleep like a baby now, and people underestimate the power of sleep, but when your circadian rhythms are interrupted, it's not pretty the next day. And then if you have another bad night's rest, I was up at 2:30 this morning, but I'm an early bird anyway. That was a little bit early, but I slept beautifully all through. I did not wake up. And so I got what I needed, really, because I feel pretty good now. I got my Nitro Nutrition here, and I carry this with me wherever I go if I do feel a little sluggish, which I usually don't. But I just know what it's doing because it helps to drive the other products through the body. So I'm suggesting that you take a look at your life. If you're happy with it, God bless you. I want to know what you're doing as well. But if you'd like to make some changes, or maybe you just need a friend, and that's what's on my Ageless Living Now link, is, join even if you just need there's a lot of people that are by themselves, and they need friendship, and they need fellowship. And this is it. Right, Sandy? We're it.
Well, it's not only it, but we are the cool kids club.
Yeah, we are.
This isn't about the long lost, lonely people who don't want to have a life. This is about people who want to join the kind of vitality that you see in this camaraderie.
Yes.
And they go, I want to be in the cool kids club. I want to age differently. I want to be with these people, and I want to have that kind of energy. So it's really about living your best life, because today is the day I have.
Yes.
I don't know how many days I have.
Tomorrow is
but
not
today
promised.
Is the day I have. So I want people to live their best life right now.
Right now. If not now, when? Right? If not you, then who? Think about it.
Well, I think it's important that people know it. It's so easy to feel isolated. Like, I've been in my office here for 2 years. And people were saying, I'm not going to exercise on Zoom. I'm like, why not? I mean, why not join people? Like, I'm with you right now on Zoom.
That's right.
And I'm so happy to be with you. And my day's better because I was with you. So why not collect all the people who want to be together, and let's do life together, which is what really a community is all about. So.
I love you saying that, doing life together. Absolutely, doing life together, and when you have the tools and you have the know-how, it makes it so much more fun. And when you get together with people that are feeling vitally alive, that energy transfers to you. It's been proven by HeartMath Institute. You pick up that energy. You have no choice but to feel good, because everybody is collective together and feeling all that energy. So I'm very excited that you suggested doing the 21-day reset. And I know I'm scrambling.
I got another question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Mary Louise hired me, and I came to be with you guys for 4 weeks. Week 1, we got in action. Week 2, we were a team. Mm-hmm. Tell me what it feels like to be part of a team that is vitally awakened.
I think awakened is a really good word because I felt, and so did my husband, that we were learning things that we didn't know about. And again, going back to you, we were able to project through my videos, and we're going to be doing more of them, to get the message out for people, because knowledge truly is power. And when we all come together, it's like a family. It's like a Zoom family. And we get together and we share ideas with one another. We've got life coaches, psychics. Mary Louise is a 9-time world martial arts champion, and she can kick anybody's butt at what, 70? She's 77? But she is the most kindest, loving person. And I've had her on the show before, and I showed one of her moving pieces of information that she did a video about her son. I'm sure you know about the son. That was many years ago. And she got into the martial arts, and these products helped push her through. And so we'll have Mary Louise back and all. But it was the camaraderie, and it was the goal setting, and you making us accountable. I mean, yeah.
Because you deserve it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're going to hold me accountable for the 21 days.
Yeah, exactly.
And it raised, I live up to the expectations of me that are around me.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
So
And it's not about like keeping up with the Joneses. It's about having that fellowship and that camaraderie with one another. For example, just like sharing a menu, sharing a full day menu. Maybe people are having trouble. A lot of people don't eat breakfast, and that's kind of important because it gets you started in the day. Well, I will tell you this right here. You'll be able to take this, and then we also have the Restore. We have gut health that is also coming up. Most people in my age, maybe in your age, the worst feeling is to feel like you're 9 months pregnant, called bloat. Okay? And I went through that with the last couple of years, and I lost it, but I did gain a couple of pounds back. Why? I don't know. Maybe I started eating bread again because I love bread, and that I can't do. I just can't do bread. But what's really about a community of education is that you'll be educated to know what to do, and there's so many hundreds of people out there. And we have the one link on the Nitro Nutrition where you can get the guide. Step 1, guide 1, guide 2, guide 3. You'll see videos that you can watch to educate yourself, which is amazing with Mark McDonald. And he's such a go-getter, and he just came on Connie in the last recent year. And I knew just by observing him, his celebrity background, his care for people, which I find is just so heartwarming. He really cares and spends the time. He's traveled all around the world promoting health.
Well, I want to tell you a story that I like. So imagine you're building a house, like brick by brick by brick, and somebody's walking down the sidewalk and they're going, "Wow, I love the house you're building. Good for you." Or here comes another person and goes, "Man, what a fantastic house. Here, let me help you, and I'll pick up a brick and we'll do it together."
Aha!
I don't need people going, "Wow, that's a really nice house."
Right.
Good luck for you on that 21 days,
Right.
I hope you lose the weight. I want people who will say, "I see where you're going, and I'll pick up a brick."
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what joining this community is like.
Yeah, it is.
Join us, pick up a brick. Come on, let's build a future together. And, we are the cool kids anyway.
Of course, of course. I mean,
My favorite club.
Just because we've added a few years to our life doesn't mean
Hey,
we don't
watch
have
your
one
step
foot
over
in the
there.
grave, right? We're still alive, but we just want to be better. I can still get out on the dance floor with my husband and cut a rug, and I can't wait to get back into doing that and doing so many other things that maybe younger folks are doing. We can do a lot of that as well, as long as we take care of our temple. We were born into greatness with a healthy body, and with the environment and so many different things out there, we can combat that just by educating ourselves. So if you're looking for education, if you're looking to make a change in your life, if you're looking for a better year next year, than what you've had this year or the past year, you've come to the right place, and we want you to join us. We want you to join our family. If you want to get that education, I promise you're going to get that. And these products all have that 30-day money-back guarantee. Give them a shot. There's everything there that you can think of that you need. It's keeping it simple. There's not this plethora of all these products that you have to figure out. You will learn these. You will learn the features and benefits as soon as you go onto the link, and we'll show you how to do that. We start tomorrow, Sandy. Are you ready and revved up?
Well, and I just want everybody to know, if you're part of a team and you want your team performance to be elevated, that's what I do, is work with teams. I know it looks like I build websites. I do build websites, but really what I do is help people establish where they're going as a team, get activated together, and then start putting the steps in place. So I just want to tell you, Barbara, how much you being a part of my life is. It's about being alive, working together. How do you sustain your courage to create when everybody's talking about all the things that tear us apart? So creative activation is here for you and your teams, and I'm blessed by serving you. And I just want you to know how much I really appreciate that, because you took the coaching.
I did.
You did the work.
I did.
And I'm blessed because of it. Thank you so much.
Well, I can't thank you enough. And Rob, we have a few minutes remaining. Can we go to that landing page that Sandy created? Because I want to point out, just hover on my video, because that was the big deal. That video right there was shot in my family room after Sandy got me out of my own way and made me do it. She made me do it with her 1, 2, 3 step process. She said, just be quiet and go do it. And I mean, she was strong with that. I go, okay, I'm going to go do it. And I did it. I did it.
Text me when it's done.
Yeah. And so I sent it to her, and before I knew it, she had up this beautiful landing page with just the points that I wanted to convey to you. I've never had anything like that before, ever. And I've been in television for close to 30 years, for heaven's sakes. What was I thinking? Why wouldn't I do that? Or why couldn't I do that? Who knows? Who cares? I did it. And so that's the other thing. I mean, if you're looking to get out of your own way, maybe you're starting a new business. And I know for a fact that there's many people starting new businesses, or they're ramping up their own business. Marketing is the key. I promise you, if you do not have the marketing, and today, tell me if I'm wrong here, but people do not want to scroll through 17, 25 pages on a Facebook page or anywhere till they get to the bottom line, okay?
Anymore, you have about 6 seconds to say, this is what it's about, and this is how to take action.
Yes.
If you talk much longer than that, you lose people and they just doze off and go to the next thing.
That's right.
But if you say, right here I am, here's the message, click below, let's do it, they can get into action. And getting into action is the bottom line of anything you want in your life. It takes action.
It does take action, and if you don't, you're just going to be the same place you are right now. And I think you made a comment on, if you don't do something new, you're not going to get anything new, right?
I mean, isn't that so simple? But the thing of it is, we keep saying the same thing over and over and over. So say something new, do something new, or you'll never have anything new. And that is just not living.
No, it's not. And while Sandy is a marketing guru, she truly is. She does create the magic for you. I mean, you'll just feel the fairy dust. I promise you. You will feel the fairy dust because she gets you where you need to be. She can hone in on exactly who you are in a very short amount of time with all the experience that she has. And I say to you, to be able to have something that is simple and quick, I'm just so blessed. And I couldn't wait to have you on the show because we're also a part of the team. I mean, That's what's so exciting, and we have fun together. We make fun. We don't make it like this is some really dead serious thing. I mean, maybe it might be serious for some people to lose weight. Maybe you have gotten really heavy over the past few months. I mean, you know, I know what it's like with the fast food, not that much fast food, but the comfort food, I'm about that all day long. Paula Dean, get out of my way. I can't do that anymore because I gained 8 pounds. I'm only 5'1". That's a lot for me, and I lost.
Hey, I gained more than that. I'm 5'9", and I'm not telling.
Yeah. I bet you'll tell in 21 days, though.
I will tell it. That's why I'm doing a before picture.
Good.
Because I'm promising myself it will be worth having it then.
Yes, yes.
You know, right now I go, why do I want a before picture? Well, if I don't take one now, when I get to the end and I have miraculous results, I have nothing to show.
Right.
So I'm going to do it, banking on the promise of 21 days. And it's just tomorrow. It's just start.
I know.
Start with us and go with us. It's just an invitation to be on the journey.
Absolutely. And if for some reason you can't, for whatever reason, I mean, so join the next day or the next day. I mean, it's endless because we're going to continually invite people to come to this community. It takes a village. I love that phrase. It takes a village. And before you know it, it's just going to snowball like Mark McDonald has snowballed the Nitro Nation. And it's all about being healthy, feeling fit, feeling vitally alive. And I just can't thank you enough, Sandy, for all this. It's just been so much fun working with you, making things easy. When you said it was easy, I go, yeah, right, I've heard that before. It was easy.
I'm taking on the fairy godmother.
You are.
And the magic does. So
Yes.
I'll see you in the magic.
Absolutely. I think I'm already there, and my husband is all tickled too because we've turned our family room in our humble villa into a little recording video. And it didn't cost much either. So I want to thank everyone for joining us. And Sandy, you are just such a delight. And I'll see you on the other side and our kickoff tonight. Get a hold of us, anyone, either Sandy or I will be happy to welcome you. Thanks. Bye.